Will mousesports defend their throne on our fourth map, or we go into Mirage? It starts with a pistol round.
It certainly does, Alex. We're into the action straight away with mousesports on the T side. They've got a P250 for Robs. He is a nuke specialist at this point. Flashbangs coming in. It suggests a fast approach here. Are they going to use that second flash to actually commit? It does come through. You can see two blinded players on the CT side, but Crims, a beautiful shot towards main entrance, has found them the advantage here on the CT side. A lot more to be said about the round. They have got down the vents. A couple of players here. No, surely not all four.
They do. Just elephant foot it down the vents. Woxic's lost. Guys, where did you go? What do I do? And oh no, Fnatic, they've been waiting for it. Golden was down in shadow of all places, ready to receive. Frozen's got to make noise to hunt. Golden's exposed, and he even takes down Robs before he could get to him.
At this point, it's just going to be trying to find a few kills to boost his economy. He can't win the round, probably can't plant either, as Frozen with a minute on the clock here, looking for any transitioning CTs towards a ramp room. His first port of call will be towards Flusher. He's actually done a very good job. A knife could be on the cards here, but he looks around at the right time and found, well, there it is. The shot for Frozen. Still a slight chance of winning this. It'd have to be one by one, finding scenarios like that.
Crims wants the info and confirms that Frozen has not gone towards heaven, so now they can adjust accordingly, get all their pieces and ducks in a row. There's the bomb he so desperately desires, but it's being held by Crims from an elevated position. Brolin to swing on the contact, and yeah, Crims. He opened up the frags and he closes it out as well. Double kill from him, and a spectacular shot into Chris J really opened up the doors. He was the main flank, and if Crims was kept busy a little longer, those guys out of doors could have really converted.
Well, they don't get the bomb planted, but a decent effort there. The flashbangs at the start from Robs, I thought they were fully committing to a fast approach there, but the first flash made a bit of utility, forced a reaction. The second, though, didn't get them much at all. They ran into a grey screener towards that vent room, and we will see a force buy from mousesports here. Frozen with the Deagle armor, a bit of extra cash for the 2 kills he found, but overall, a very difficult round, but the outside smokes have been deployed.
Just to note, this is that wall we were just talking about. It's not the standard secret wall that goes with the red container across. It's much deeper here and harder to deal with, as running through the Molotov will be carrying. He will survive, but over towards ramp is where they want to go. Crim stops the first. Golden's not able to get anything done, but the rotation's already here.
Yeah, the smoke down nullifies their efforts. They're going to have to fall back now. Even with Karrigan finding his way down towards lower, he's going to have to backstab now towards Secret. If he can get a kill there, there's still something to be said about this round, but it all comes down to him. Flusher has got himself in a idyllic situation there. I don't think Karrigan finds his kill.
You can't even check it like it's a pretty fair fight. You don't have the element of surprise here. Left eye peek for Karrigan if he does clear his corner with diligence.
Yeah, he'll be aware of this spot, but I don't think he gets the kill. It's too deep from Flusher.
It's so powerful. We saw Glaive doing exactly this before. And you can just tuck into the corner, and that is exactly what the fight he was hoping for. Now he'll clean up. Boxic doesn't go down without a fight, though, and with the bomb on his back, a bomb plant seems such a distant chance. He's just going to hope for one more frag. Will drop into the vents, but JW's already set up to receive him. The bait.
He's made it this round, and he has the bomb like you pointed out. Last round, he had the bomb, couldn't make it down the vent. When he died, the bomb dropped topside. So their round was done and dusted as soon as Woxic couldn't do that vent dive. And here with the Deagle.
Go upper, go upper.
1 HP, go for it. I'm not sure he's quite convinced. JW's patience.
Oh, he can still do it. He can still go upper.
The smoke is going to keep the rotate. Crimson's coming towards the vents, though.
Oh, that is going to be the end of it, but still a great effort from Woxic here. He'll just have to run in, hope for the best, try and plant in the smoke. If he gets the bomb down, great stuff.
JW's not going to let that happen. The spray! Oh, Woxic! He actually gets the bomb down. JW couldn't contest through the smoke.
He can't be too mad at that, Woxic. He gets himself a couple of kills, the bomb planted, and what seemed like an impossible scenario to get that down. That does allow them to buy into the next round with 3 kills. They might be tempted to do so. I would say a partial buy is more likely, but you never know. They could go 5 Galils here.
Well, do the Deagles again, right? You were able to get the bomb down, set yourself in a situation that was a 2 versus 1. Just get the Deagles out one more time, because you know it's going to be a bit more difficult for the CTs to reinvest right here.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to go for. Deagle armor, same smokes, presumably. Didn't really work out towards ramp, but they got the plant down in 3 kills. Not too bad. Nice bit of utility thrown. Oh, smoke towards outside.
Has a Galil?
Yeah, he still got the same money as his teammates. He was the one to get extra kills there, Desert Eagle. What, he got 2 of them, so he got an extra $600.
Adds up.
Here's the nutmeg attempt from Karrigan.
Flush is just waiting for anyone to step towards main. Using the smoke to hide himself.
He's in.
Karrigan now trying to sneak in. That was Flush's cue. Reveals his hidey hole. And top site now under threat, but look how many CTs are there. Fnatic, they're so well equipped for this. They've got 3 on towards this top site. Flusher's going to be flanking around behind as they fumble around in lobby. And his flank will be everything. He can call that outside is clear. It's likely lobby or ramp room. Those are the only real options. And so Flusher, as he clears this all out, the threat of the frozen, mousesports force, or rather partial, Kevlar vests and the Desert Eagle.
Do we get a knife? Oh!
Nothing more than just the double. Triple from Flusher. Easy collection.
On for the ace as well. Just Rops remaining. Desert Eagle towards the ramp. He is fantastic on Nuke, but probably doesn't get much more than this kill. Flusher certainly up for the ace, though. He wants to go for this. Flashing towards the trophy room. Those walls are spammable. Just waiting for another opportunity here. Will Flusher get too greedy? Will he push for the ace?
The ace will come to him.
Indeed. Nice work.
It's his second ace.
That's a good point.
He's picked up 2 in this series so far. Had one over there on Dust 2. That one was all in vain. Let's hope this one on Nuke is not the same, as mousesports will bring out the guns now. Should have everything they need. Shouldn't be any compromises right here. This should be a fully bought up T-sided gun round to kick things on off. And, well, Flusher getting to pick up the Galil. I'm sure he doesn't really have any need to upgrade either. So let's see where the chips lie right here and which version of mousesports we're going to get. Is it going to be slow and methodical, or is it going to be quick and to the point?
Flusher would rather have the MP9. Bang from Chris J on the default wall bang, just to stop those early CTs around main. Brolin's hanging out at the CT. Such a common duel, just in the blind smoke. Both players just throwing magazines upon magazines at each other.
Well then. Only one player suffering any damage so far, and that's Rops down to 54. They set up their outside smokes once again. Is it a different variation this time? Time will tell. It's the more classic approach here. The T-Red smokes to cross over. You can see one thrown in response there by JW just to block their path towards Secret. Now that's a very nice idea. You can guarantee they won't be pushing that. He can sit towards the Secret room itself and wait for their smokes to expire. So that's a very good way of handling it.
Yeah, it costs you 1, costs them 3.
Yeah, but you do have to have someone towards Secret, but now they can't even get in that position.
And they end up going topside. Brolin's gone down, JW does arrive, and with Flusher in main, they get exploited. Frozen's in the site, but he's got no one on the low to fight.
He spotted him, I think. Frozen knows. Looks towards main, flush up. Has got past, and Crims is still towards Heaven, bear in mind. He will make his presence known, so will Flusher. It's a perfect round for Fnatic there. 3 players survived. They've recovered AK-47s. Like a little thrown away by Golden in favor of the MP9.
Flusher just took so much aggro there that they all had to focus on his position. The fact that he could have slipped through into the backlines of lobby meant that Crims now had a window, right? We're talking about this rule book, the fundamental CS. You would never expect your Heaven player to be facing before the players on site have taken that aggro, because Heaven is normally the most watched position within that top site. So Flusher just dipping on through, making a motion was more than enough to win that round. Not only did he get the kills, he had the game-winning, or round-winning play.
Well, here we go then. The incendiary thrown by Flusher. They're trying to get towards Secret. His MB9 has been glorious so far. It continues to do so as he gets the first kill towards Carrigan. JW handles the AK-47 well down towards lower. They're on for a 5-0 here and a clean sweep in round number 5. Chris J remains with just a Desert Eagle and no real chance of even finding a kill. JW's outflanked him already. Does he know it? Apparently he does, but JW still gets the kill. And that's going to be his 7th. 7-1 now. Looking to take us to a 5th map. 5-0 up.
I can't remember, well, there's been a lot of best-of-5 finals. I can't remember the last ESL best-of-5 final that actually went the distance and delivered in terms of, you know, it would be probably the Fnatic one that they played all the way back in 2018, right?
Yes, I was going to say that. I think that's the last time.
Yeah. We had the EG over Astralis final in New York. That one was pretty hyped, but that was more because it was a home team.
Yep, that's a good point. Yeah, best of 5s either are really great or really quite underwhelming. Yeah. This one has been a bit of a mixed bag so far. I hope that mousesports can give us a great showing here on Nuke as well. as they smoke towards main this time. That wasn't smoke before. That was where the MP9 really came into its own. Brolan with the Galil this time, up there in the rafters. mousesports for their first round, but it's the MP9 again that's causing so much damage. Brolan will drop down, and Crims contributing once more. 4 versus 2, Frozen and Karrigan with almost no chance of winning this. With a flashbang attempt, might be enough to yield a frag, but no, Brolan with the fancy footwork, ducking and weaving around the bomb site there. It's another very convincing round for Fnatic. 6-0 up. Money is out of control as Crims just decimates them there.
Whoa, everyone is starting to hit their stride, and you couldn't ask for a better time from Fnatic. 7-0, worth mentioning, Crims has yet to die on this grand final 4th map. Quite the half he's having, 7-0. Flusher, he's leading the frag total, and I don't even think he's got a single rifle kill.
The specialist here of sticking away from the on-meta weapons, but just reflecting back at the 6 rounds we've had so far, the only plant that came on through was on that Woxic round, the 2nd round of the game, which came down to a 2-on-1 scenario. Otherwise, mousesports haven't even been able to get into the bomb sites with enough security to plant that and guarantee themselves a little bit of extra cash, and that's why they're strapped right now. That's why we see the Deagles, the Scout, come out yet again. They need to find some openings because these rounds are being quite clean from Fnatic. We get stuck back underway here. There is one smoke in Chris J's hands, potentially going to use that to try and find a bit of an opening. Rops with an AK and head armor, and the Scout, well, 2 pieces of that puzzle are taken out straight away. JW has something to say about that, and Flusher continues. It's just the MP9 show.
Running at them in yard, and they have numbers now. Rob's finding 2 to claw it back into a winnable state. But that is quite the way, quite the statement to make. You're getting rushed at, you're on silo, and there's an MP9 underneath you. You feel like a plum. Chris J clearing out radio. Now there is more to be seen. Around the corner is Golden. 1 frag would pretty much win the round, and well, that's perfect. That was the rifle. Chris J will scavenge away, as always. But now he's been thrust into a 1 versus 3 with the bomb on his back, but Brolan's pushed into the lobby, and Chris doesn't even get to pull the trigger. 7-0, the Swedes looking rather impressive, I think, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a back and forth affair. I didn't think Fnatic were going to get away with 7 straight. That's a very clean start. Karrigan right now sitting at the 007, the James Bond, 007 to his name. We've obviously got quite a lot of frags coming through for Flusher, and still with the MP9. He's going to upgrade now. He's given himself the AUG, thinks he might splurge a little after banking all that cash, but he has 159 points of ADR. He is looking phenomenal in these early stages.
11-4. Finally, a weapon in Flusher's hands that's a little larger than the MP9, but still off meta as best he can. Got the AUG.
Oh, okay.
Love tap.
A little bit of a dink, but didn't really do any damage whatsoever. Either way, mousesports still looking for that first round. Brolan showing no signs of slowing down him. JW is. He'll be dropped first by Chris J. AK-47 position towards lower. Molotov suggests he can go for a swing here, and it's working out. Can he get away though? Oh, better believe he can.
He played that so well. He's overcoming 2 opponents just by anticipating the cross, separating the second. It's naughty. Round 8 looks like it could be the very same as all the 7 that preceded it. Chris J has Rops set up on Heaven, but where's that bomb? And can it be planted? Does manage to evade the flame just by waiting it out, but Fnatic, they're bringing the fight to them, and it's given him a chance. Rops surely not anticipating a 3rd from Heaven, though. And if he can just sneak away, a smoke to plant within, a Molotov to avoid, it's just so nasty. Rops has to make some choices here.
Well, he can get the bomb down in the smoke, I suppose, but he's biding his time, hoping to find any sort of opening here. But Brolan and Golden sticking together, forcing his hand. He can't go towards the fence at this stage. He is stuck, hoping to find a player towards Squeaky Door. No one there, though. Running out of time here as we hit the 15-second mark. Oh, he's done for. As soon as he crosses over, Brolan gets him 8-0 for Fnatic.
He was so uncomfortable with the fact that they could just stop him as soon as he starts touching the bomb from main and Heaven, respectively. He wanted to try and rotate down, but Fnatic, they're 1 step ahead, 8-0. mousesports having a bit of a moment here on their T side, just can't seem to find a way in. And you can see that across the board, the absence of frags is testament that the entire squad, every part of this game plan is failing. There is not a weak link. There is not, someone feeling the pressure. This is just one team dominating another.
Well, Fnatic with Flusher getting multiple kills on the MP9 several rounds in a row is going to derail whatever T-side maybe they were planning here. But I didn't think the scoreline would be similar to what we saw last time. I didn't think it would be like this, however. I thought we would go down to the wire, a 16-12, maybe 16-14 type of an affair. The way Fnatic are looking right here, if they continue up this form, this is looking more like a 16-3, 16-4 scoreline.
Yeah, this is looking too good for them. That MP9 is dead on. The fact he can just keep making that work, farm the money, drop weapons over, their cash is looking exceptional. Golden with $12,000. Everyone else hovering around 8K. Faster approaches time from Frozen. Hasn't really had a chance to show us what he's made of here on Nuke. 2 and 8, makes his way towards main. He feels like he's undetected, but there are CTs on the other side of this blue box. Oh, he's done well.
Oh, he managed to go behind Flusher, and before things got too awry, you can see Flusher was getting mobile. He wanted to make sure he could convert that frag. Now he does have the element of surprise. I was going to say onto Crims, but he's worked it out nicely. Now exposed on Heaven, and Mouse have the numbers. Is this their first? JW doesn't think so. Stops the bomb plant in its tracks. Woxic gone. Chris J to react. Is he walking through the smoke to contest it? That is such a JW play. The spray. The nade's a little off. Down to 7, but the bomb does get planted. This is mousesports' best shot they've had all of Nuke.
It's a 3-on-3. Chris J on 7 points of health, and JW still alive and kicking. Through the smoke, he doesn't connect. Carrigan looking for his first, and he nails it. He's got 2 in the round now, and it's actually a 2 versus 2. Bomb ticking away at some pace, but now it all falls apart once again. Fnatic continue the perfect run here on their CT side of Nuke. Crims once again, 3 kills. You can see him loving it out there now. Only died once, and he manages to hold on to the AK-47. Golden with the Krieg, $16,000 as well. And remember, last time these guys played, Fnatic did beat them 16-7. We might be on track for something even worse.
Jeez, this is looking brutal early. Mouse are getting closer. That's 2 rounds in a row with only 2 players surviving, and they've managed to get the bomb down for the second time within those 9 rounds. So if we're looking at positives, that's them.
But that's Frozen dissecting outside, getting an opening pick towards Flusher. That should be the round in itself, right? That should be enough to win a round, and they even had an equal 3-on-3 post-plant situation still. Crims managing to get 3. It's going to be so frustrating from out there as JW once again heads towards Secret Steps, this time via the vents. And he still has that smoke. We talked about
Look
that.
how quick he's there.
Oh, they don't have no idea. Oh, it's happened again. They have to go towards upper now. They're getting kicked off, but Woxic at least takes Umbrella. Another chance here. Needs to plant that bomb.
JW from Vents should have nothing else to contribute until the chaos is created by his teammates. He should just wait, and he looks like that's his plan for the remaining Golden, Flusher, and Crims to start to close and tighten this noose. Lobby to be cleared, and they start their sweep. Utility being invested to take back this control. Making sure he's making no secret of his presence. He wants eyes on him so JW can strike, and that frag could be his cue. A smoke from his teammate as well enables the pre-fire out of the vent, and Fnatic, they've won another one. They're going for the perfect record. mousesports, no matter what they do, no matter what they try, Fnatic have an answer here on Nuke.
They have been shut down. The golden run continues, and JW with 2 more kills in the round there. It's 10-0. He couldn't have played this any better. Once again, finding Carrigan towards outside, and Golden shining brightly here with the Krieg in hand, manages to shut them down in just in the nick of time, get the full defuse in, and we'll see round number 11 now. mousesports, of course, the Krieg's coming out now. They just desperately need a round. Anything would do.
10-5 would be okay.
Chris J's got the AWP out. Not even Voxic at this point. It's just like anything, anyone that feels they can contribute, go and find a kill, do what you can, fast towards outside, and Flusher's waiting for them. The big spray down comes through. 2.5 kills are found. And is that enough for an 11-0 scoreline?
Oh, it feels like it might be. Chris J can see enough of Golden to convert and at least equalize. But I remember now, that call we had with Golden, the winner's interview that got him to the finals, and he was saying, he said to his team after the victory that Nuke might be their best map. He said he seems to think so. And now we're seeing perhaps a demonstration as to why.
It's beautiful. This has been a masterclass of the CT side of Nuke. Not the most traditional, not by the book by any means, but certainly impressive. Towards ramp they go. mousesports still, after 10 rounds of play, looking for their first on the board here. Bear in mind it's Nuke. 11-4 is an okay half. Certainly not great. But they haven't even got a single round yet. Towards lower they go. They can smoke off decon or double doors. Brolan, he's actually at the window. this does not bode well.
It's such a tight line. He's only trying to catch the T that's inquisitive towards the window itself. Unless, now he gets the cue to strike, and he finds Woxic. A pinpoint precise shot straight to the dome of the International AWPer. JW opens the door. That's gonna, oh no, he hasn't. No sound cue yet. Now he opens it up to strike. Nice attempt. Rob's low. Brolin to finish. Could this really be 11? No, it was a 3v3. Robs has lost his health, and now I'm losing my mind. Crumbs has found another one at 11-0. I'm starting to lose count. This is getting ridiculous. They're on 3.5k. mousesports can't even present a goodbye.
Remember, it's Mirage to close things out as well. Fnatic special. This Fnatic special. If this is the team that turns up in the 5th map, which is looking very likely right now, they could be our EPO champions. What a turnaround. My God. Well, 11-0 does come through, and mousesports will use their 3rd US Air Force tactical timeout here. The loss bonus only gets you so far, Chad, and they didn't plant the bomb in the previous round. This might even have to be a partial buy entering into one of the dying rounds of this first half.
Yeah, we always talk about the strengths of the T-sided economy, but that's with the assumption that you can get the bomb down more often than not. So far, 11 rounds deep, it's only been planted 3 times. The most damage they've done in a round, and that's happened 4 times in their spread, is getting the CTs down to 2 players only, but it's felt comfortable time and time again. It doesn't really feel like Fnatic have been strained. With these retakes, it's so well rehearsed and coordinated. They're baiting for each other. They're talking through their utility usage. Fnatic don't look phased at all here. And if this is a clean sweep CT side, if this continues to go in this direction, what a statement that would be before going into the last and final map of this best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, mousesports, they were sailing. Take a look, 2-1. You can see those squares underneath their name. mousesports, they are 1 map away from a victory and another trophy, defending their title. But now the very team they met and took that trophy against in Season 10 is 11-0 up.
Yeah, they're looking electrifying right now, but they are starting to slow down. There is a 2-on-1 situation, a winnable one as well. Low HP on this first player, but it's too late. The bullet doesn't connect. 12-0 comes through. The partial buy doesn't find them a single thing. Not one member of a mousesports unit has double digits as of yet. Kerrigan 2 and 12. At the very top, it's Robs with 8 and 12. Normally, especially as the AK on the T side. All powerful Woxic, but it feels like this one might be done already. 12-0. They need 3 rounds in a row here just to stand a chance.
mousesports, they have somewhat of a habit of conceding ridiculous scorelines, don't they?
True.
I mean, they go, this zombie mouse, you called them, it's 16-1, 16-2 versus Stralis, and now it's, well, 12-0 at the moment versus Fnatic. They can have these disappearing acts. And
what? He's vanished.
Yeah, just like that. In a puff of flame, he disappears.
Well, I know they're desperate for opening picks, but that's ridiculous.
Well, I guess he's at one of those points. He's like, well, they won't expect me to be in the flame, so eventually they'll peak.
Right.
He's obviously waited too long there. Hasn't worked out. They've lost the orb. Kerrigan's had to pick it up, and this map might just be done. That suggests they don't really have anything left in the tank.
But like, yeah, oh, it's such a nasty way to go, especially considering the 12-3, like you said with 11-4, it's certainly not...
It's one of those rounds as well where Vox has gone, I'm going to go find a pick a squeaky door. I'll do this, I'll take matters into my own hands, watch this. And he's died to the incendiary. Kerrigan's hit a hell of a shot there, but JW, of course, in response, nails one as well. 4 versus 3, Kerrigan at 25 points of health, and, well, make it 0.
So we're not getting any of the impact players finding the 3Ks in these mid-rounds. We're not getting the stars getting the consistent opening frags. We're not getting the AWPer hitting anything. But Rops, maybe he has something to say about that.
Close the door. Well, I'll walk through it. Chris J, he certainly will. Bomb can go down here.
This is
Have a good chance.
I can feel it. Oh! He lives for just a second. The boy who lived burns. And now Chris J, he's got to find 2. He's on just a mission to find the first for his squad. A smoke and a full defuse. Not like this. Catches him in the smoke. He's done it. Chris J finally does have the impact we talk about. He wins the first round for mousesports on their T side. A clutch, no less.
Not sure what they're up to there, to be honest with you. As Chad said, defusing at that stage, the bomb was barely half gone.
What was the rush?
I don't know what the rush was. They smoked on top of it. I guess they're trying to force his hand, but yeah, sure, tap the bomb, but you definitely want to take him down together. There was no need. Look at that. It's barely even 3/4 gone. So at this point, why Chris J's given a 2 separate one-on-ones, I couldn't tell you, but there it is. The first round's found.
There we
go.
go.
The 12-3.
Yeah, look, if Mouse get the 12-3 here, convert pistol, win the first gun round, we're back in having a conversation about this one right here. So hold on a minute. There's still some Counter-Strike to be played. Fnatic forgetting what's on the line right here in that last round. A couple of curious pushes.
Can you fault them at 12-0?
Yeah, I can.
You can.
Yeah, we're in the grand final. I can definitely fault them here. So it's looking great, but imagine if that comes back to haunt them right here, right now. They're the ones with the back against the wall. Mouse have one more map up their sleeves. So as we do cautiously wait and see how round 14 will go down. We'll see the late cross towards Secret coming out with these smokes. This time there actually will be a bit of push behind it. We can see several Ts just walking their way, keeping as silent as they possibly can to make sure the CTs aren't 100% positive any rotation has gotten lower.
So, mousesports get there first, but it hasn't led them to a promising situation. Galil's basic utility and Voxing still unable to really perform here on Nuke. Outside of the AWP right now.
They're not giving him any outside fights.
Well, that's really why the T-side orb's not really used by Astralis, for example. You won't see Device ever really run the T-side orb because it's not really that useful. And we even saw it on Inferno the other day, right? He buys the orb, gets the first pick, goes back and picks up the AK just so he makes sure on these sort of maps he can still be dynamic and nimble, which you have to be at this level of the game. Flusher gets his second frag and JW looks like he's confirmed this round 4, make it 5-on-1. And Robs, he's in the hub.
Can you smell it?
I can't. There's nothing. There's no aroma. There's nothing.
No,
especially with 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
No one cooking anything here today. That's for sure.
Well, Fnatic are cooking up a storm on the CT side. I'll say that much. Like a great showing here. Like 5th map was already guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, we can at least start talking about it. Mirage is a 5th map decided, and that's a product of the Inferno ban. We did see that one taken away from Fnatic by mousesports, which
Oh, no money potentially. Oh.
lives on. Keeps hold of his rifle, needed that. Just something for mousesports to finish this final round of our 4th map's first half with a win. Mousesports, they're very, very, very worse for wear at this stage of the game. Chris J, he brought home their only round for their T-side. And will that be how it ends? We've got 2 rifles and some deagles to determine the T-side fate. And looks like JW wants to juggle the M4 so we can have both for this final round.
Final round of the first half. We said this one should be a banger.
But it's banging, that's
well,
for sure.
Flush Up is banging them outside. That's certainly I'm certain of. And it's going to be an upper push. Maybe a kill here, but Flusher with the Krieg. It looks like he's done enough.
Crossfires just looks so good. Quad kill from Flusher as if he needed more to add to the tally, but it's a 14-1. Looks like the best of 5 might see all 5. Join us in a second.
Step out as a motivator, let them know that the weight's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. All we know is ball to empty out the mouth. The chosen one they call, I take my fan with me. Know about it if you tell, know you're breaking codes. What your credibility and all fall like dominoes. Can you really take a stance? All I wanna know. Need me real ones when it's time to go. Stepping in, elevator. Listen to all the haters. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up. I found out I'm not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. We are fearless when we
terror. I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away.
Mousesports wondering when the first half's going to start, but for us, the second half is underway. My goodness, 14-1 in our fourth map of this best of 5 grand final. And Fnatic, they have certainly brought the grand and put it in to this fourth map.
Well, Gordon said it was their best map, and I guess the proof is in the pudding.
He's onto
Alex.
something. I think he might be onto something.
Yeah,
What did he
could
finish
be.
with? Our nuke's the bomb. I think
Yeah,
that's what he said.
He did. That's right.
That's exactly what he said. Well, they can win the pistol and close it out right here, right now. We'll see if they can do it.
Take note of the...
the Deagle.
Yeah.
That's making an appearance. Carrigan brought that out earlier in EPL on Train, I believe, to get the opening kill.
It's against Na'Vi, and he
It was against Na'Vi, that's
simple
right.
with it
yeah,
or something. It was
right.
ridiculous.
It was against Na'Vi. In the pistol round, it's the first time we saw it, and that doesn't look like a flashbang that's connected, but the Deagle certainly has. Frozen has said goodnight.
Yeah, he'll be forced to watch as this could very well be the chaos to conclude. Nuke looking like 15. Fnatic, they're not slowing down.
Crims, you want to get a Deagle headshot outside and we'll just rush upper? Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, okay. Chris J might like the sound of a Deagle. That's pretty much his main weapon,
That's his
actually,
main.
at the moment.
Yeah.
So he might be taking that one if he can find it. But the round, unfortunately for him, and jokes aside, has definitely gone awry already. There's a kit on him, but 4 players to find, and, well, he's lost his teammate. His partner in crime, he heads to the scene of the crime and looks to just try and find one head. Nothing is going right for Mouse. Of course, it certainly did in the 2 maps they managed to pick up and convert, but here on Nuke, Fnatic have found their map. Ooh, it was a banger too.
It was filthy. No armor, Des Deagle in hand, and now a desperate scenario for Mousesports. Of course, they have to force buy here.
Oh, no.
It's going to be HEs, Deagles, MP9s, and a Mag 7 for Carrigan. I don't think they'll be pulling this one off, but stranger things have happened. Will they be able to find a few consolation rounds here? That's the question. Good run boost. Chris J does get a bit of an advantage towards Squeaky, I suppose, but no one entering that position.
Yeah, he's going straight in. He opens the door, and Crims is not expecting that. Immediate contact. And Chris J tagging up another. Teammates coming in as well. They want to fight. They want to brawl. They just want a round. That's all they want. Flusher to contest. Golden's with him. A flash as well. Frozen's responsible for outside, and that duel is won by Brolin again. He's quite the nemesis for anybody responsible with Yard, and tapping away relentlessly with the Galil, finds the dome of Rops.
Well, the shotgun might be able to deliver here, but it looks like we're all said and done. Voxic, the last player remaining.
17 rounds? Is that really going to be the 4th match
I can't
total?
believe it. It sets up Mirage nicely, though.
It does.
They're both specialists on Mirage, Alex. They are both maybe not fired up this particular map, but Mousesports has shown us excellent work on the previous 3. Nuke, not so much, but Fnatic are balling out of control right now.
If I'm Mouse, I just want this to end right now.
just get it done.
Just get me out of the server, give me my 10 to 15 minute break, let me have a breather, let me go look in the mirror, let me wash my face and recalibrate, because it just becomes a best of 1. Everything you've seen up until this point, it doesn't even matter anymore. And both teams will give it their all. There won't be so much saving. I think we'll see a game with a lot more intensity when we do shift over to Mirage. Unless Woxic wants to win another 1-on-3, it would be his 2nd of the day.
I'm not sure how he'd go about doing it.
Yeah, well, Fnatic are certainly taking their time. Going towards lower. Once the bomb's planted, you can call it done. Because Woxic is nowhere to be seen here. Molotoving off towards the left-hand side. Bomb goes down. They're making sure that every detail is perfect. Not giving anything up here. Voxic has found the AK-47. Decides to go through the smoke. Can't nail the shot. And there we have it. 16-1. It's Fnatic. They take us to a 5th with a perfect performance here on Nuke. And Mousesports just didn't show up whatsoever.